Alright. Can y'all hear me out there, man? Episode 160, man. Thin line between genius and insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OGHatch, man. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Welcome to Raw is OG.
I like the close up, you know what I'm saying? Hey, episode 160, man. On the grind 200. This shit don't stop for a motherfucking me. So society every quarter. You don't know what that means? That means I'm lit AF. Lit AF, my friend. I ain't gonna hold you, man. DJ, hit me! Damn. Yeah, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OGHatch, man. Now spin that motherfucking me block, man. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Tomorrow, man, when this episode drops, man, for you guys, this will be the 3-year anniversary of this motherfucking me podcast. Quick round of applause for all the motherfucking me friends of the show. 3 years, man. That's 3 motherfucking years, man. We've been doing this shit, man. July 23rd is the motherfucking me 3-year anniversary of this podcast, man. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's tapped in during the motherfucking me conversation. And you know how we do. It's episode 160. Ain't shit changed. So at this pivotal moment of the podcast, for all the first time listeners, look, pay attention. All the bitch ass niggas in the back, the hating ass niggas in the back, the bad bitches. Oh my God. Always let them know, day one friends of the show. I am the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest motherfucking host of them all. OGHatch, you know who the fuck it is, man. What's up with you? Hope you're out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. There's a whole lot of shit going on in the trenches, man. Tell you shit each and every motherfucking episode. Want to shout out to everybody that's tapped in during the conversation, man. No matter if you tapped in on YouTube at OGHatchTV, no matter if you tapped in on Rumble, no matter if you tapped in on DSP, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Audible, etc., etc. No matter where you at, man, no matter how you support the motherfucking me show, man, I'm always genuinely appreciative, and I truly love to appreciate all the love and support, man. Keep us empire brick by motherfucking me brick. On the grind 200, this shit don't stop for a motherfucking me. So episode 160, we going strong. We really ended up the second half of phase 2 very motherfucking me strong. Like I just mentioned, you know, I'm talking about later on in the show, but I cannot say it enough. 3-year anniversary of this podcast is truly sensational. I feel like this 3rd year went by hella fucking fast. I feel like time is going by fast in general. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 2023 is breezing the fuck by. And I think when you're doing something that you truly love and something you truly believe in, time can go by fast. It doesn't feel like a job. You know what I'm saying? They're often stressful ass times, but time doesn't truly feel like a motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying, when I'm doing this goddamn show and doing and creating this content for you guys. I truly appreciate everybody that's tapping in right now, fucking with the merch. I truly appreciate all the goddamn love and support, man. I truly motherfucking do. But with that being said, it's a whole lot of showing the motherfucking me document. You know I give it up, man. Society every court. I'm lit. I took a shot. I took a few bone rips. I'm feeling good, okay? Okay. But nah, man, I'm feeling good as fuck, man. After this, man, I'm gonna slide to the movies and shit. Got something waiting on me at the motherfucking movies. I want to go see the Oppenheimer movie. I know that doesn't sound like the date-like movie, but I'm a movie watching nigga, man. Oppenheimer it looks fucking great cast. And it's a Christopher Nolan joint, man. I'm very interested in Christopher Nolan directed movies. He's a great fucking, he's great at what the fuck he does. There's a whole lot showing the motherfucking doc. We'll get into all that shit probably next episode. You know, before I started recording, you know, I got hit with a text from one of my mans. And he pretty much, he pretty much broke the news to me that YNW Melly case got declared as a mistrial.
Wow.
Now, of course, you know, so I had to go check the sources, get on Twitter and shit. You see the motherfucking proper sources say the shit was true. And it was something I could have seen coming. You know, this was one of those cases where I told you it's ups and downs throughout the motherfucking trials and stuff like that. This isn't saying that he's on his way home or nothing like that. He may get granted a bail if in the bond if they motherfucking if his defense gets granted that. But they may try him again. I think the reason why I declared a mistrial is because the case is one of those cases where it's enough evidence that where you can clearly say this nigga did it. But there's enough evidence, there's enough things on the table that comes on the defensive side to where the death penalty that the prosecution is seeking for could make the jury look at this shit a little bit hesitant. They can't come to a some straight decision. And a lot of times I've watched plenty of episodes of Law and Order. I've watched plenty fucking crime documentaries, plenty crime movies and shit like that. Anytime the death penalty is on the table, there's always, an issue. It's never a clean sweep. It gotta be like some straight shit. A nigga gotta do some straight shit. And even still, there will be that one person that be like, I don't know if we should kill him type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think if they take the death penalty off the table, I think they can easily find this nigga guilty. But when the death penalty's on the table, the mistrial has to be there because there was so much time that had went by before they found even what they did find in evidence. There is no gun, you know what I'm saying? There is no prints on him. There was no bloody clothes found from Melly. He wasn't the one on tape going to the fucking hospital. He's blaming the nigga Portland pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can see why it was declared a mistrial, but I do want to think about what does it mean for YNW Melly's career. We live in a time where, not even a time, this shit has always been the case. When niggas is musicians or artists or anytime they're a public figure and they're attached to some type of criminal activity and they beat it, survive it, whatever the case may be, the interest from the public is multiplied by 1,000. The reports was already out that during the trial, his music sales was going through the fucking roof. Nigga, I started listening to YNW Melly. I had never heard this nigga. I had heard the Blue Balenciagas and Murder on My Mind song when they first came out, but that was only like a one-time thing. Nigga, since the trial, and I was tapped in damn near every day watching the trial. Nigga, I was listening to them 2 songs every motherfucking day. They're my shits. The nigga's talented. So it's like you see it. You seen it with Lil Boosie. Now, granted, I think it would work for YNW Melly way better than it did for Lil Boosie because, granted, although Lil Boosie went to prison, once he came out, he was greeted with love and shit like that. And the streets loved him, the fans loved him and shit like that. He was way past his prime. Like, the music Boosie makes now it's fucking ridiculous, I'll be honest with you. But YNW Melly, the nigga only like, 23, 24 years old. This nigga was young catching bodies. This nigga was young doing this shit. So it's like, excuse me, fuck. So it's like I can see this working for him in a tremendous way. Like I say, his sales was already through the roof on trial. Now if he is granted a bond and he does, bail out and shit like that, he can make music and all types of shit like that. So it can be a very interesting time for YNW Melly's music career, but it is interesting to see that he actually was granted a mistrial. There was so much shit going on with this, but I told you his prosecution blew a 3-1 lead. When you had all this evidence, you had all this shit stacked up, you had all these years to compile evidence, and this is what you come with, it is kind of weak. You are relying on cell phone, you are relying on geometrics, you are relying on the technology side of it. But when it comes to straight, hard evidence, I don't know. But like I told my homeboy, the nigga's lucky I wasn't on the jury. Look, I'll be honest with you, Melly would have been cooked. I'm convinced the nigga did it, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm gonna say allegedly because he's still fighting for his life, you know what I'm saying? He's innocent until proven guilty. But that nigga's lucky I'm not one of those 8 votes that would have needed for the death penalty. Because there's enough evidence for me to say, okay, this wasn't a drive-by, my nigga. Why the fuck did you just get out the car all of a sudden? Why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Why in the fuck is there defense wounds on the nigga in the backseat that was sitting next to you when you on the video that we showed getting into that motherfucking car? Nigga, why is your cell phone pinging off this motherfucking shit? You can't convince me that's not your cell phone, Melly. Nigga, I know how this shit works. I'm young enough to know how this shit works, brother. I'm convinced the nigga did the shit. But if the nigga beats this case, you know how I give it up with O.J. Simpson. It's gonna be the same thing with O.J. I don't believe O.J. did it because O.J. beat the case. The system is rigged for niggas to go to jail, fam. So anytime a nigga beat the system, I'm not gonna be the nigga saying he beat the system. Nah, fuck that. That nigga won the case. He ain't beat the system. He ain't tricked the system. He ain't do none of that shit. He ain't pay him off none of that shit. Anytime a nigga beats this shit and wins the case, I believe in the justice system. Because I know what the fuck the system is designed to do. The system been fucking railroad niggas since it's been created. So I'm never finna, if the nigga beats this shit, because with the mistrial, prosecution has to even declare if they want to even try this shit again. Which I'm pretty sure they are. It's too much, even though it's circumstantial evidence, it's too much circumstantial evidence to not try this. This trial was much, much shorter than Young Thug's trial. Young Thug's trial is projected to go 6 to 7 months. 6 to 7 fucking months. My nigga, if y'all still think Young Thug is getting out when his trial is gonna be 6 to 7 months, you on whatever you're smoking, buddy, please put that shit the fuck down. 6 to 7 month trial, plead the fuck out. Nigga, save the state some money. You're tripping, brother. YNW Melly trial, they didn't even take that long. It probably took like a month, maybe even 2 to be honest with you. It probably took 2 months, I ain't gonna lie. But it didn't feel like it took that motherfucking long. There isn't that many witnesses. The defense doesn't have that much. They only have one witness. The defense doesn't have a strong, straight leg to stand on. It's just, I think the death penalty is what's really stopping all this shit. There isn't a smoking gun, so without a smoking gun, I don't think anybody would really sign off. 8 people will sign off on a death penalty without a smoking gun. Everything else proves that the nigga did the shit, but I probably couldn't sign off on killing this nigga without the gun. You know what I'm saying? Without somebody straight saying that this nigga did it. So I think that's truly what's stopping all this shit, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with YNW Melly. Like I said, this shit could take him up and be one of the biggest rappers in the world. It truly motherfucking could, because controversy sells. In hip hop, niggas want that real shit, unfortunately. And if niggas was saying, imagine if King Von was living right now, my nigga. Let's just keep it above. King Von just dropped the album posthumously, and that shit still sold 30K in the first week. Niggas is still, now I heard niggas talking about the King Von album. I heard a few tracks off of the shit sound hard as fuck. Imagine if King Von was alive. And the myth and the aura of King Von that we know it as, and he was alive. What do you think the myth and the aura of YNW Melly is? Even if you gonna have one side nigga saying these things crazy as a motherfucker, he killed his homeboys, he a grimy ass nigga, he an ain't shit ass nigga, then you gonna have the other side who champion this shit. Who look at this shit and say, oh, this nigga really about that motherfucker me life. I told y'all about the shit that King Von and Lil Durk said actually happened. I don't know why niggas ain't been paying attention to that. Why Lil Durk and King Von has always said that them niggas is trying to backdoor YNW Melly, so that's why he did the shit. Them niggas been saying this shit in songs, in interviews, and it's like nobody's been paying attention to that shit. So it's like you gonna have that side champion YNW Melly, then you have that other side, you're gonna be a very polarizing figure. So it's gonna be very motherfucking interesting to see where this shit goes and truly motherfucking is. But moving on. Let's go ahead and get to Jamie motherfucking me Foxx, man. No. I've said it time and time again, you know what I'm saying, about my infatuation, you know what I'm saying, with Jamie Foxx. He's one of those guys that basically raised me from television. Him, Martin Lawrence. I watched the Jamie Foxx show every day, all fucking day. His comedy skills, his acting skills. I can't sing, but his overall just being multifaceted and multi-talented is something I've always envied and always something I tried to do. Jamie Foxx had a brain aneurysm a few months back and went dark. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I respected it. Not because, you know what I'm saying, it's something because it's just because of Jamie Foxx. I do that with people in general. I don't like to speculate because I'm always someone who I assume the worst. When I go through shit, I assume for the worst, I plan for the worst, and if it's not the worst, then I feel good about that. It can be bad as fuck, but as long as it was the worst possible outcome, I'm okay with that because I'm preparing for the worst. But when it comes to other people, I don't like doing that because I'm pretty much a negative person when it comes to that type of shit. So it can be someone in my family, someone I don't know, someone I came across in passing. Anytime I hear about some shit and it's up in the air, we don't really know what's going on, I kind of stop thinking about the shit because I don't want to speculate and put bad juju on motherfuckers. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, the power of the word, my nigga, I truly motherfucking do. So when the Jamie Foxx situation went down, he had the brain aneurysm. That was all the information I truly needed. If it was on some Jamie Foxx is in the hospital, unknown condition, then I probably would have speculated a little bit. But when you tell me Jamie Foxx has a brain aneurysm, a stroke, that's all I need to know. I've been around people who's had strokes out of nowhere. I've seen them with one side of their face hanging, nigga, like the after effects. For days, nigga, one side of their face is just hanging, frozen type shit. Like I've seen that. So I can understand if you tell me that Jamie Foxx has a brain aneurysm, then he goes dark. Like the nigga said, he doesn't want people to see him like that. So when Jamie Foxx comes out and speaks, you know what I'm saying, it really humbled a lot of people. It really felt good to see because there was a lot of speculation. I followed his daughter on social media. I followed Jamie Foxx's account. Everything seemed to be moving along as he was okay, but there was still speculation because he wasn't talking. And we live in a time and day and age where everybody wants to know everybody's business. That's just how the fuck it is now. On social media, everybody they're used to people, everybody's oversharing private information. People wanted to see Jamie Foxx pictures in the bed, tubes and shit. Niggas want to see daily updates of Jamie Foxx. And it comes to the point of who the fuck do we think we are? But at the same time, we've been conditioned as a people for the last, 10, 15 years maybe? Social media been popping for like 10, 15 years at this moment. Like MySpace and Bebo and all that shit been popping. That's really talking about Twitter and Instagram. That shit been popping for at least 10 years now, bro. So we've been conditioned as a people for a decade at least of people oversharing. So when it came to Jamie Foxx, even although I was upset that people was doing it, I had to eventually understand why people were doing it. Because they were used to every other celebrity, and not even just celebrities. Nigga, people that work at fucking grocery stores oversharing their life. Nigga, I have a podcast. One could say I overshare my fucking life. But I want to play this clip from Jamie Foxx so you guys can hear the voice of the man himself.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who was praying in and sending messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me, how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through. I know a lot of people were waiting, want to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just don't want you to see me like
Welcome to Raw is OG!
television show. I didn't want you to see me with the tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was going to make it through. To be honest with you, my sister used to get from the daughter friend, he saved my life. So then to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave this good one. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have the family to do in such a way.
Alright, I think that's enough, bro. That's a long ass video. Great to see Jamie Foxx in good condition. Great to see Jamie Foxx. Although in that video he does like he lost a little bit of weight. You could assume that just because when people go through medical situations like that, they tend to lose a lot of weight. They probably not eating solid foods for a minute. Probably on a little liquid diet type shit. You know, so you probably just chilling out for the most part. That stress and all that mess can do that to you. But it's Jamie fucking Foxx. They didn't clone him, my nigga. They didn't do all that bullshit that you have some ignorant assholes say. I'm just happy to hear from Jamie Foxx. I'm happy to see Jamie Foxx himself. Because although he was sick and he was going dark with the news from his family, first of all, round of applause for his family because, as I said, we live in a time where there's leaks of information. There's leaks of information from every fucking where. A lot of times it's from family members. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say thank you to the Foxx family for not leaking any information, not leaking any pictures. No, you know what I'm saying, no Twitter, no tweets, nothing that even insinuate anything, give that hint at anything. I respect that. I would always hope that to be the case for all these celebrities because It's okay to be a celebrity. It's okay to be known. It's okay to be well liked and even hated at times. It's okay for people to know who the fuck you are. But I think there should always be boundaries set in place. We shouldn't know everything about people. When people are sick, when people are going through personal situations, those are personal situations. I, as a fan of Jamie Foxx, someone he's influenced, someone he's, you know what I'm saying, inspired amongst his way of his journey, I don't want to see pictures of Jamie Foxx fucked up. I don't want to see him in a hospital bed with tubes and, you know, half his face probably fucked up. I don't want to see that. The Jamie Foxx I know is a goofy ass Jamie Foxx. I've never seen anything other than Jamie Foxx being goofy. The most serious I've ever seen Jamie Foxx was in Rain. So I don't want to see that. And I'm thankful that I didn't see that. Because although he was sick and out the blue, you always seen Jamie Foxx ads. He had hella movies coming out. He had at least like 4 movies coming out in 2023 alone. You get if you a sports bear, you see the BetMGM, you know what I'm saying, sports book ads all over the goddamn place. You see Jamie Foxx everywhere. So it was good to see, you know, in one light, it looked, the face was still put up that he was a man just handling business. But at the same time, we truly didn't know what his straight, you know what I'm saying, health status was. And it's just glad to hear from Jamie Foxx, see Jamie Foxx, know that he's okay, know that he's going to be back to doing his motherfucking thing. You've seen the videos of him on the yacht, you've seen the videos of him playing pickleball. I want to get into this pickleball shit. Ain't it just tennis? Ain't that just tennis? Like, that's what it looks like. If I'm not bullshitting, what is the difference between tennis and pickleball? Please fill me the fuck in. I don't know if it's a different ball or different. Is it the swinging object? Like, what the fuck is the difference? The court smaller? Like, what is it? I see 2 people on the side of a net swinging at a motherfucking ball. It looks like tennis. Okay, it looks like 2-on-2 tennis, my nigga. I'm being honest with you. But you see the videos of those surfacing and things like that. It just happy to see if these things are true. He's doing good. He's getting back to his normal self, man. So it's a beautiful thing to truly motherfucking see it. It really is. But moving on, man. Let's go ahead and get to Kodak Black, man. You know, Kodak Black is an interesting guy. You know, Kodak Black, the last couple of weeks, I've been looking at Kodak Black for a fucking damn near, put him on Amber Alert, goddamn it. I think Kodak Black is a functioning dope head. That's truly what the fuck I think he is. And I don't think I'm alone in that sentiment. But I don't think I'm the only one who started these things from the day one. From day one, Kodak Black has been very, very open about his use of hard drugs. Very fucking open. And I'm telling you, he comes up in this era of rappers that the drugs that these niggas is doing, they were influenced. They came in the game heavy on lean. They come in the game heavy on purse. They come in the game heavy on coke. And I didn't even know in my generation of niggas that was still a thing. But I see more and more people popping up straight on coke. It blows my fucking mind that niggas, that's the drug of choice. But that's the era that niggas is in. This era, motherfuckers is on strict hard drugs, my nigga. It ain't just weed no more. Niggas is on pills just to be on pills. And Kodak Black has always been open with that. Over the years, if you truly looked at Kodak Black from when he first came out, and look at Kodak Black now, that looks like a total different nigga. The Kodak Black that first came out, the skinny, healthy looking Kodak Black, that nigga looks totally different from what the fuck he looks like now. And you can just pinpoint that to the drugs and the alcohol, the lean, whatever the fuck you want to put it on. The in and out of jail, all that shit, just lump that into one, and that's why he looks the way he looks now. He looks like a functioning crackhead, bro. I literally see videos surfacing of this nigga roaming the streets, roaming into just random ass, you know what I'm saying, liquor stores and corner stores in random ass cities. Kodak fucking Black. It's the wildest shit in the world because you will see a video for Thursday night of this nigga in Memphis somewhere lacking or a nigga pulling out a gun saying, I'm finna smoke this nigga Kodak Black. Was that Memphis? Because I think it was a video of this nigga in Memphis too. It was one of these niggas in some city by himself, shirt off, roaming, looking high as a motherfucker, going to a corner store, and a nigga on the video saying, I smoke this nigga, showing this gun. This is Kodak Black. You would see a video like that, and then when Saturday come around, you see this nigga here rolling loud performing in front of 20,000 fucking people. This nigga, look, bro. When you make it to a certain point, the yes men are everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm convinced, I'm pretty sure for a fact that somebody's in Kodak Black's ear, or at least has been in the last couple years, trying to say, yo, my nigga, slow it down. His lawyer has to say something. Kodak Black keep failing piss tests. He keep missing piss tests. They keep having to lock his ass up. But when you get to the point where in the same week you can have incidents to where this nigga's roaming the streets, to where this nigga is performing and rolling loud, to where this nigga is doing collaboration with 6ix9ine for $1 million features, where do you think that money's gonna go? Let's keep it a bit.
Wow.
Where do you think that money truly gonna go? I know where it's gonna go. I heard the rumors. Have you heard the rumors what Kodak Black doing? I heard the nigga smoking that fent. And I don't want to put that out there, but that's what's out there. Niggas is saying Kodak Black is on fentanyl. Have y'all watched his IG lives? Do he sound like a nigga that's just smoking weed to you? Do he sound like a nigga that's just on, he's smoking that some Sherm, bro. PCP. Some of that water, my nigga. But when you see him doing all this shit, then you see him at Rolling Loud, all these other shows, performing, doing these features and working, niggas can look the other way. Niggas can just be like, oh, that's Yak being Yak. That's just a nigga from the trenches. That's just a young dumb niggas from the boot, whatever the fuck, Miami type shit. No, my nigga. That's a fucking dope head. There's no other way around it. That isn't the school system. That isn't none of that shit. That ain't poor parenting. That is drugs. The hard stuff. Some of it was probably even laced. But Kodak Black also has the hip hop industry up in the uproar. News just went out. Kodak Black and 6ix9ine have a collaboration coming out. I believe it was put together by Wack 100. I'll be honest with you. This Kodak Black and 6ix9ine shit, it isn't affecting me how it's affecting everybody else. I'll be honest with you. I don't care about a nigga doing a song with 6ix9ine. If he's dangling $1 million feature right in your face, I'm pretty sure a lot of these niggas gonna do that. Especially a nigga that we looking at that may be on that fan. Why wouldn't he take that? That's all drug money, bro. That's all money for drugs. He's gonna take that. That's Pookie, nigga. That's Pookie right there. From New Jack City, he's taking that $1 million, no matter what. But even with that being his justifiable reason for taking that money, I'm not mad at Kodak Black for doing that feature. From what I heard, Kodak Black did 6ix9ine on the feature. Talking about he doing so much, he got this rat giving him cheese. If a nigga is trying to give you $1 million for a feature, you telling me you're not gonna take it? You telling me what? You on the streets that heavy? You telling me what hip hop is what? One thing that this Kodak Black feature with 6ix9ine did, it also stamped how goofy hip hop truly is. I don't understand. Maybe because I seen the China Mac video, the Boosie video. The shit just lame to me. But I'm be honest with you, it's just lame to me. It's just lame to me. Because now you're talking about you're not gonna make money with a nigga. Now you talking about you're not gonna make money with it. It's okay to have morals and principles with a nigga, saying you can't fuck with that nigga at all. But now you talking about you gonna take $1 million check from a nigga because of what? Because he snitched on some niggas you ain't even know. That's what you finna tell me right now? Look, let me tell you something. Put the camera close up. I don't give a fuck what that nigga did. If he didn't do shit to impact me directly, my family, and he tried to give me $1 million to do a feature, and I can even diss this nigga in my verse, I'm taking it. I don't give a fuck. Especially if I ain't got no money. If I ain't got no money, my nigga, $1 million feature, it don't even matter if I take that back. It don't matter how much money I got. $1 million feature is $1 million feature, bro. That's a lot of fucking money. To even diss a nigga on his own song, and you niggas trying to stand on what? What morals and what principles is you niggas standing on? What are you standing on? Because now we not in the streets. Now we talking about business. Now we talking about business. Now you niggas telling me you would turn down $1 million. China Mac, you turned down $1 million because of what? Lil Boosie. My nigga, didn't you just get locked up and have to sell one of your cars to bail out? For $500,000? So you turned down $1 million for what? You ain't had a hit in what? And you ain't had a hit in how long? So you niggas just turned down $1 million to appease who? What image is you bum ass niggas trying to uphold? I hate when niggas be trying to keep it real so hard where they just fake as a motherfucker. You're lying. I don't have to stand with a nigga, believe what a nigga did, or rock with a nigga to take his $1 million. I'm sorry. I don't. I just don't. That's like a nigga, he's snitching, but he wanna come fucking play basketball one-on-one for $1 million. I ain't gonna do it. What the fuck do you mean I ain't gonna do it? You ever play this bitch ass nigga for $1 million? I'm gonna hop on this song for $1 million fucking dollars. I don't give a fuck how it performs. It could be one of my worst verses I ever wrote. It could be the worst verse ever. My nigga, I'm taking that $1 million. But hip hop just in a lame ass space right now, bro. Everybody trying to be super gangster. It's lame to be cool. You know what I'm saying? It's so lame to just be a normal ass nigga in hip hop now, bro. Everybody's super gangster. Everybody no snitching, no snitching. That's why I'm happy that Gunna is on the wave that he on. Even though I think that nigga did what he did, he know what he did. Although I don't like the way he's playing it, acting like he didn't do it, and acting like he got played like by the justice system. No, the fuck he didn't. But I like that, yeah, his back was in the corner, and this anti-snitching hip-hop wave that niggas is on, niggas is getting shut the fuck up. Right? Niggas is basically getting told to shut the fuck up right now with that shit. Because at this moment, Gunna probably the hottest artist out right now. Like, I'm not even bullshitting. Gunna probably the artist out right now. You got Playboy Cardi, you got Gunna, you got Drake, of course, 21 Savage, of course. But those are probably the biggest names in hip-hop right now. And I'm happy that Gunna's having his wave that he on, and you see the decline rapidly of Lil Durk from his album. Ain't nobody talking about Lil Durk no more. Lil Baby can't even sell a fucking show right now. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas is canceling tour dates and fucking Gunna is going off. So I'm happy for it right now. The hip hop has been proven to be lame as a motherfucker. It truly has been. And also it's been proven to be a hypocrite. Hypocrisy is big in hip hop. And I only mention that because, as I mentioned at the top of this segment, you know, Wack 100 came out and he said that he put this shit together. I've never been one to hate on somebody for doing business, right? But there's an interesting thing about Wack 100. Wack 100 be on Clubhouse and shit. And I've never been on Clubhouse. I'm not interested in Clubhouse, but I'm not gonna hate on the platform. But Wack 100 be on Clubhouse exposing niggas for snitching, bringing up paperwork upon paperwork upon paperwork. But he does business with 6ix9ine. See, the reason why I call hypocrite on certain shit is because, my nigga, why do you care so much about snitching when you can't benefit from it? See, it's all cool if a nigga snitching when you can benefit from it. As long as you can put your money in the pot, your hand in that money pot, you cool with it. But when other niggas is quote unquote snitching, you want to be the nigga on your platform bringing up paperwork. See, I just think that's some lame ass nigga activity, me personally. Especially for a nigga to be that old doing the shit that he's doing. You that old and you still that big pyro? You that old and you still doing that, my nigga? Like, you that old and you still doing that. If you wasn't one of the founding members of that shit, shut the fuck up. That's truly how I feel. That's not even just about Wack 100. If you wasn't a founding member of some shit, man, you supposed to outgrow some shit. You supposed to outgrow some shit, just link up with the boys and get drinks at the bar or some shit. Take care of your fucking kids and grandkids and shit, nigga. Why are you still out there doing military push-ups and shit on the yard with the niggas at the warehouse type shit? Why are you the nigga doing that? But it's an image. I get it. You gotta make money. But I don't respect niggas who only got a problem with certain things when they can't make money off of it. Because I don't give a fuck how you try to slice it and dice it, my nigga. That's a bitch-made ass move. When you want to be the nigga that outs niggas, when you want to be the nigga that talk down and talk big and bad to niggas and try to bitch niggas on the net because they quote unquote allegedly snitched on niggas and you the nigga that got the paperwork. But as long as you can make money with a nigga, you ain't got no problems with it. That's some whole shit. That's truly how the fuck I feel about it. It's not even just because it's whack 100. It could be anybody. That's some whole nigga activity. If it's content, say it's content. But don't be the nigga that's making money with a known snitch. He probably the biggest snitch in the last 50 years, my nigga. He probably the biggest snitch in the last 50 motherfucking years. And you've been making money with this nigga for a minute. You've been sitting down doing interviews with this nigga, all types of shit, having personal phone calls with this rat ass nigga. But you the same nigga that be yelling in your phone at 50 years old, nigga laying on fucking beds with your ass tooled in the air, yelling at niggas on phones about them snitching. And what world does that fucking make sense? And what world does niggas who listen to this nigga Whack 100 not identify that as some bitch ass nigga shit? Come on, my nigga, you 50. You damn, you closer to 100, nigga, than you is a toddler. Think about that before you start trying to approach niggas up on their snitching shit. You closer to 100 than you is a fucking toddler, my nigga. And you acting like a little ass kid, a little ass bully ass nigga. And that's why I say hip hop is lame as a motherfucker. Because Whack 100 be the first nigga to call a nigga out about being a culture vulture. Whack 100 be one of the first niggas to tell me this is hip hop, this is the culture, this is pop. He'd be the first nigga to do all that bullshit. All that bullshit. But be the first nigga to hop in business with a fucking rat. But be one of the first niggas to call another nigga out for being a fucking rat. Hip hop is a fucking joke, man. Hip hop is a fucking joke when you got niggas like Whack 100, niggas like China Mag. You know what I'm saying? When you got niggas like them at the forefront being pioneers in the culture and the community, they can flip flop whatever the fuck they damn well please. That's when you identify hip hop as a fucking joke. This culture is a fucking joke, my nigga. Done talking about these sorry ass niggas, man. Moving the fuck on, man. Let's get into this nigga Dwight, man. Dwight Howard, man. You know, time and time again, I've come on this podcast, bro, and I've talked about Dwight Howard. And I've supported Dwight Howard through thick and thin. You know, I was a Dwight fan when he was in Orlando. Obviously, I'm a Lakers fan. When he came to the Lakers, I was happy. He was hurt. You know, I appreciate what he did for us, but it was definitely a disappointment. I hated that he left us the way he did, but I understood it. Dwight Howard has had it's just difficult even talking about. Because I want to say Dwight Howard has had a difficult, rough last 10 years. But the reason Dwight Howard's on the podcast today, why he's in the news today, my nigga, I don't want to give him any sympathy, any empathy, any of that shit. You know, last week, 2 weeks ago, I talked about he was training his son. And me as someone whose father was murdered at 3 years old, that's something I always wanted. That's how I said I would be with my son if I ever had one. Train. We finna make you a star. But the reason Dwight Howard's in the news today is far, far, far less, you know what I'm saying? It's far less appreciative, you know, so far less gratitude in this topic I'm finna discuss about this nigga Dwight motherfucking Howard. You know, Dwight Howard is being sued and being accused of doing some wild ass activity. I first got this story last week. I got this story last week from my cousin. My cousin hit me up with this and I was like, what the fuck is this? Dwight Howard, as of right now, is being sued for the assumption of battery and charge on a man named Harper. Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit better. Let me see if I go to my DM right fast. and find it that way. Because Dwight Howard is being sued for sexual misconduct, all types of wild ass shit. Niggas got text messages, all types of shit. So here it is right now. It says, according to Stephen Harper, the alleged victim, he filed a lawsuit against Dwight Howard regarding an assumption and battery charge for Harper not wanting to participate in a threesome with Howard.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's 2 men. Let's just keep it at that. And so far, we look at this is 2 men so far in this threesome, right? The suit alleges that on July 19, 2021, Howard contacted Harper to tell him he was thinking about that meat. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. I ain't gonna hold you. Texting another man and saying you thinking about that meat is fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's how you gay niggas giving it up. Jesus. Jesus. He says, upon viewing Mr. Harper's primary account, Howard indicated that he was waiting on Harper to send pics. Harper claimed Howard told him he was into freaky sexual content, exposing interest and wanted to see Mr. Harper's nudes and cum shots.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God. Screenshots of the alleged conversation further indicate Howard telling Harper, now I want you to know I'm not like gay or anything. I'm just a little nasty sometimes. I don't want to offend you. Yo, my God, my God, my God, let me tell you something. Look, I know we live in 2023. We live in an era of, cisgender shit, transgender shit, non-binary shit, fluid, you know what I'm saying? We live in a world where all that exists. My nigga, the moment you ask a man to send you dick pics and cum shots and shit like that, and that you get to freaky deaky shit, you're gay. There's nothing else to talk about. There is no I'm not gay after that. No, you're gay. That's the moment that you got drafted into into the gay community. Like Adam Silver called you up. Like, hold on, like on some no bullshit. Hold on, like Adam Silver really hit you the fuck up. Like that's not even like that's not like no bullshit. That ain't like nothing to even like play around with. You know what I'm saying? Like you really is a freaky ass nigga after that. Like there's nothing else to talk about. Like there's nothing else to motherfucking really discuss at that moment. Let's continue. It says, in the suit, Harper claims that while he didn't want to participate in the threesome, he still arrived at Howard's home and engaged in consensual kissing. Now, I'll be honest with you. We usually have these conversations talking about women. My nigga, if someone hits you up about having a threesome and you don't want to have a threesome, why do you still go? Like all the other shit is wild as this shit is, and I'm going to get to the other wild shit. People have to stop putting themselves in these wild ass situations because you noticed the red flags early on. And not only did you notice the red flags, you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. So if you know somebody's trying to have a threesome and trying to have sex and fuck you that night, why are you going? It's not like you didn't know. It ain't surprise, bitches ain't like that. I get those situations. But in a situation to where you know when someone comes to you and tells you they want to do this with you tonight, and you say you're not interested, but you go anyway, you in your mind you're not interested, but you still go. And you still go and participate in the foreplay that leads up into the threesome? Like, in what world does that truly fucking make sense? But we shall continue. The two talked for about 40 minutes before Howard allegedly steered the conversation back to one of sexual nature. Shortly after, a man dressed as a woman named Kitty.
Wow.
What the fuck is going on, Mr. Howard? A woman named Kitty arrived. Howard attempted to force Harper to participate in the threesome. It's alleged by Harper that when sexual activities ensued, he physically and verbally told Howard no about not wanting to engage, but Howard became angry and tried to force him to participate. Harper states in the suit that Howard stood up over him. And I gotta be honest with you. Dwight Howard is like 6'10", 6'10", and full of like muscles. That nigga standing over you can be pretty intimidating. I'm rolling with Mr. Harper at this point. I'm with Mr. Harper at this point. He stood up over him, proceeding to grab Harper by his thighs. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? He said, unfortunately, he grabbed Harper by his thighs and forcefully removed his underwear. It also reveals that Howard held Mr. Harper down and performed non-consensual oral sex. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He says and perform non-consensual oral sex. How do you perform non-consensual oral sex? Oh my God, what is going on? He said, and Mr. Harper was in fear of imminent bodily harm. My nigga, I'm with you. Have you seen Dwight Howard? That nigga has the shoulders of Zeus. That nigga has the shoulders of Hercules himself, nigga. He stood up over you in the dark, put them fucking hands down you, them fucking mittens, them fucking shot-like hands, all them rebounds he used to grab in the league, took your thighs and started sucking your, oh my God. I would have been scared as fuck if this is true. He says he was in fear of imminent bodily harm when Howard had pinned him down. Oh my God. He was sucking this man's dick. Oh my God. Look, I've been champion for Dwight to get back in the league. You've seen the reports about the Warriors looking at him. And Steph don't want this shit around him. Steph don't want this shit around him. Clay don't want this shit around him. Please do not put this nigga in the locker room with Draymond Green. Imagine the shit Draymond Green to say to this nigga. Imagine if he missed some free throws and Draymond Green and Chris Paul on this nigga team. Dwight Howard. Dwight.
Nasty bitch.
What the fuck is this? Look, I'm joking around here and I shouldn't because there is an alleged victim. I get mad when men are victims and it's not taken seriously. So I'm taking the serious nature that there is a victim in this situation. But damn, I can't focus on the victim. I can only look at this big ass nigga named Dwight Howard that I only know as being this dominant center, leading Orlando to the finals. People always say he was a little, you know what I'm saying? We seen the video from the sideline with him sticking his fingers or somebody up his teammate's ass. We seen his goofy nature. We've seen these things. And also, it ties back to something I said last episode. I told you about the niggas who have all those kids. Dwight Howard got a shit ton of kids, bro. Dwight Howard got a shit ton of kids, different baby mamas. And I told y'all a lot of times, not all the time. There is times when niggas just love pussy and niggas just don't wear condoms type shit. But a lot of times there are cases when niggas do have a lot of kids by a lot of different women to cover up what they truly got going on. Now, if you mean tell me that Dwight Howard is one of these big niggas that's holding niggas down, pinning them down, like he fucking, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Nash, you know what I'm saying, ECW days, that type shit. If he one of these niggas holding niggas down like Kane and Undertaker and sucking their dicks, why it's a fucking man in a dress named Kitty? Come on, my nigga. That means he does a lot more shit. He does a lot more other shit. And in this short reading that I just read to y'all, we discovered this nigga is receiving cum videos. He receiving sexy pics from men. He holding niggas down, sucking dick. I can't even imagine that. That's some wild ass shit. I can't even imagine that. I'm glad I can't. That's some sick ass shit. Dwight Howard will never be back in the league, bro. I'm just being real with you. He'll never be back in the motherfucking league, bro. There's too much being tied to Dwight Howard. If it was just basketball, alright, cool. If it was just niggas didn't like his attitude, okay, cool. But at the same time, you being accused and being sued holding niggas down and worldly raping them. Like, that's wild as fuck. My hands ain't, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wrestle, you know what I'm saying? Besides wrestling, my hands ain't never touched another nigga's thighs. I'm just being real. I've never had a need to touch another nigga's thighs. To have your hands on another nigga's thighs and taking their drawers off and come on, man. Next topic, bro. Next fucking topic, man. Jesus Christ, man. It's like I don't want to know Dwight Howard as being this guy, man. It just every time I feel like every other week there's the news that come out Dwight Howard. It just gets worse and worse, bro. It comes out about his ex, his baby mama accusing him of being, you know what I'm saying, some sick ass nigga. I find out that his kids have been, you know what I'm saying, accused multiple times of fucking touching other kids. You know what I'm saying? The video comes out, he get backlash about being a parent. You know what I'm saying? The TV show he was on, he was basically getting disrespected the whole time. Like, there comes a point in time that even though you want to support somebody so much, there comes a certain point in time to where you have to sit back and look at shit for what it is. Everybody ain't lying on you. You know what I'm saying? My mama always told everybody ain't lying on you. Like when I used to get in trouble in school, like the story just was increasingly like it was just a known story from everybody. My mama used to always say everybody not lying on you. And everybody saying the same thing, everybody not lying on you. Now if it was one lie that spread, okay. Everybody ain't lying on you. And Dwight Howard, bro, it's to the point where it's too much. When you got niggas suing you, you know what I'm saying? It becomes too much. When you got your baby mamas coming out accusing you with all this wild shit, it becomes too much. When you go overseas and playing ball and then it's the president of a team that signed you come out and say he wants you to take a 95% pay cut, it becomes too much. When you can't get a job in the NBA, it becomes too much. You just won a championship. You can't get a job in the NBA. You're becoming too much of a problem. Like, at this moment in time, it's time to go away. You need to pull a Karl Malone. Karl Malone got so much shit that's tied up into him, but he goes away so it's not a problem anymore. But every time he show his fucking face in the light, all that shit come back up. And every time we see Dwight Howard, we gonna think of all this shit, bro. I know I am. So at this moment in time, I think Dwight Howard should truly just go away, my nigga. Go fish, go hunt like Karl Malone and all that good shit. You got enough money to where you should be good. We shouldn't have to keep, I don't want to see you on TV shows. I don't want to see highlights of you dunking on them. I don't want to see none of that. Because I'm always thinking of you holding niggas down, pinning them down like you fucking the Undertaker, sucking their meat. Like, that's some wild ass activity, my boy. I'm always thinking what your kids is doing to other kids. I'm always thinking what your baby mama is saying. I'm gonna think of all this shit now. Just go away, bro. Just go the fuck away, please. for your legacy's sake, the last bit of legacy you got, please, my man. Just go away, please. Moving on, man. I want to talk about, something that I thought would never ever happen. If you know Hatch, then you know Hatch is very family. I was very family oriented. My immediate family was everything that I had. If you know the story of how we moved out here, I moved out here 2 weeks after I graduated high school. My aunt had already lived out here. She moved here in 2008. But when we moved in 2013, it was me, my mom, my little brother, my grandma had recently, she had just moved out here as well. My uncle, his wife, his 3 girls, his dog. We all moved out here at the same time. All lived in one house. So you had my uncle, his family, my mom and her, and me and my little brother, my grandma, my aunt and her husband, 2 dogs, one big ass house. And for a short period of time, it was amazing. To have my immediate family, everybody that I truly gave a fuck about, in one household. every day was a motherfucking event. Of course, that increasingly outgrew itself. People had to get the fuck on. I had to get the fuck on to become a man. And I'm happy that I did that. I was always about family. My family in St. Louis is my family in St. Louis, but my family in St. Louis will tell you that I don't really talk to them. And it's not because there's beef, but I've never been truly close to that side, to the other people in my family. There's, sprinkled in ones I have a relationship with, but even those relationships are, only so strong. You know what I mean? So I always held strong on my immediate family and all our bonds. Something I noticed over my adult life is that I don't hear from people or see people when I'm just chilling. I'm always the person who has to make efforts to go see people and go and contact people. The only reason why I brace up on the podcast is because my birthday is on the 27th. My birthday is next week, right? The last time I really had a conversation, even seeing my family, other than my mom and my little brother, was last year on my birthday. And before that, it was some holiday before my birthday. And last year on my birthday, I had to get people together to see them for my birthday. And I noticed in this last year that if I'm not the person who's making the effort, I will never hear or see from these people in my life. And I accepted that. And the reason why I accepted that is because I had a heart issue last year around my birthday time, a year ago, right? And I honestly thought I was going to die. I honestly thought I was dying. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. They thought I had blood clots. I thought I had blood clots. I thought I was going to die, right? And none of them even checked up on me. They never even came to my apartment. I've been in this apartment now for 2 years. They've only been here once. The apartment before it, they only been to that apartment one time. And I was there for 5 years. So it's like, they don't interact with me. And I come on this podcast and I told you, I'm a black sheep on my father's side of the family. They don't communicate with me. I don't have a relationship with them. I mentioned that to say I'm used to this shit. This shit don't break me. This shit don't do nothing. I'm used to motherfuckers acting like Hatch don't exist. I'm used to that. And I bring this up on the podcast because I know a lot of friends of the show. I follow a lot of you guys on social media. I interact with a lot of you guys. And a lot of you guys always mention you have family issues. That family's always been a problem, some hating ass motherfucking family. Whatever the case may be, I come on this podcast to let you know, but you're not alone in that. I don't want you to pinpoint your family issues and think that there's something wrong with you. Now, sometimes motherfuckers just ain't shit. You have to identify when people don't put the effort in to understand you or get to know you or be around you. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be the person doing that all the time. You have to identify when people just want to be around you when it's convenient for them. When I got some shit popping, that's when motherfuckers want to reach out to me and act like I'm the motherfucker being Hollywood. No, it's fuck y'all. Because when I thought I was gonna die, I didn't hear from none of you motherfuckers. So now that I'm feeling good and feel like I'm in the best mentality, best mind state in my life, I don't want to hear from none of you motherfuckers. So I wanted to come on the podcast because I know it was a revelation that I made to myself within the last couple of days where it's like, I'm not family oriented no more. And I'm still big on family. I'm still big on the relationships I have with my mom and my little brother. But I'm not family oriented no more. That shit's overrated. Because I had to really sit down and be real with myself. I've always been the black sheep. I've always been the person that family looked at and said, yeah. I've always been the one wanting those bonds in those relationships. It was never the other way around. It was always me calling to go over motherfuckers' houses. It was always me driving across the city to go see motherfuckers and chill with them, doing shit I could do at my motherfucking house. Just because I wanted to see motherfuckers. And the moment that I stopped doing that, I haven't heard or seen these motherfuckers since. You know what I mean? I got a fucking grandma who, nigga, she'll claim every fucking little kid in the neighborhood is her grandchild and say that they look like her. She ain't never said that shit about me. And it's not about Hatch coming on here, you know what I'm saying, looking for a pity party or nothing like that. What I'm saying is, I've always been the, you know what I'm saying, the black sheep, the guy on the outside. And I realize that a lot of us out there have that in common. That's one thing that I noticed about me and my mom. Me and my mom both got that shit in common. She's always been the black sheep of the family, and I inherited that shit. And those are one of the things that I told you guys over the years, that we've had a rocky relationship, but as I get older, our bond gets closer. And over the years, when I identified that as one of the things that, for a fact, is what links us together, is that we were both black sheep of our family. We both had to carry so much of our own. I gained so much more love and respect from my mom, and our bond has been inseparable, my nigga. So it's just one of those things that I'm not family oriented no more. So that's why a lot of times motherfuckers be trying to come to me and talk to me about certain shit. Man, you have to realize what Hatch you talking about. Yeah, I got mood swings and all that, but nigga, I be growing rapidly. My growth is rapid, my nigga. So if you talk to me a year or two ago, I'm not the same nigga. I done moved on so much. I'm not the same nigga who was all about family 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10. No, fuck that. I'm all about me. I'm about taking me to the top. I ain't taking nobody else to the top. Fuck all that. When I make it, everybody get on. When I make it, I'm on, nigga. My mama straight, my little brother straight. Everybody else, man, I don't know what to tell you, my nigga. I send you some postcards. I ain't fucking with you. Cause when I thought I was dying, where the fuck was you? When Hatch thought he was dying, where the fuck was you? Exactly. So man, fuck y'all niggas, man. I ain't got shit to say about that shit. I ain't got shit to say about that shit, man. Moving on before we get the fuck up out of here, B. You know, as I mentioned top of the episode 160, man, on the grind 200, man. Although this is episode 160, you are in the second half of phase 2. This is a very special episode because this is the 3-year anniversary, man. When this episode drops on July 23rd, this will be a 3-year anniversary of the thin line between Jesus and Sanity podcast. I just want to say this, man. You know, I got my merch on today. This is the top seller. I just want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? We've been through so much together. And I say that because I've expressed so much of my personal life on this show. In times when people weren't listening, when numbers weren't sky high, when numbers weren't, you know what I'm saying, growing and things like that. Times where I feel like I was talking to myself when this shit first started. When we first hit our dip in the audience numbers. It's been a hell of a fucking grind, man. I'm happy to say it's been another year of doing this. I'm happy to say I've maintained the passion, the love to put this show out. We've updated the equipment. When you look at this episode compared to, a year ago, it fails in comparison, you know what I'm saying? I think I looked at one episode, I think it was either 2 years ago, when there was Basketball Guys Don't Like Ugly. That episode was about Chris Paul not winning the fucking ring, when Giannis win the championship and shit like that. So I see these memories popping up about the show, and I just smile at it, bro, because there's been so much content over the years, and when I go back and listen to those memories, just like thinking about episodes from 2 years ago, a year ago, there's so much growth, you know what I'm saying? And not even just the quality of the show, just the growth in the man behind the mic, the man that's on camera. A total different man. I'm so happy to say that you guys have changed me a lot. You guys have been a part of this journey. You guys have witnessed this journey. You know, it's a lot of this shit I've been doing on my own and in private and feeling like nobody gives a fuck about me. And, you know what I'm saying, slumped over in the corner thinking I'm a loner and shit like that. Well, at the end of the day, I still got you guys. And the day I realized that I had you guys, then my life changed dramatically, man. So 3 years in, you know what I'm saying, 3 years to infinity type shit. Shout out to Quavo, infinity links type shit. Who knows what we'll be next year? Who knows what we'll be at the 5-year mark, the 10-year mark, the 15-year mark? Who fucking knows, man? We what we doing right now at the 3-year mark. If you would have told me we was doing that shit last year at this time, I would have said you fucking crazy. If you would have told me a year ago that at this moment in time, a year later, I would be racking in over 1,000 streams every 30 days, you know what I'm saying? The average episode to get over 130 views. You know what I'm saying? If you would have told me that, I would have said you fucking lying. But then again, I would have said, nah, that sound about right. Nah, I'm just happy, man. I'm blessed, I'm fortunate, and grateful. Thankful for all you guys, man. 3 years in. And we not stopping for a motherfucking me soul, man. The grind don't stop, man. After we complete 200, we're on the grind of 300, on the grind of 400, on the grind of 500. This shit don't stop for a motherfucking soul, man. Tap in and get your fucking merch, man. Website should be coming up very motherfucking soon. In the meantime, hit your boy up on social media. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, wherever the fuck you find it, at OGHatch, man. Tap in if you're interested. $35 a shirt, men's and women's. Tap in with your boy, man. I got all flavors. But with that being said, I think we hit all motherfucking topics. Let's just run through the docket right fast. We got YNW Melly being granted mistrial, Jamie Foxx speaking, Kodak Black linking up with 6ix9ine, Dwight Howard on some nasty ass shit, the 3-year anniversary, me becoming not so family oriented. Yeah, that's all we motherfucking got, man. But with that being said, DJ, drop that fire ass beat, my boy. Yeah. You know how I give it up on this side, man. It's all love these ways. Never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And how to this episode, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace. Damn. Hey, man. Great episode 160, man. On the grind, 2 motherfucking 100. Great ass episode, if I do say so myself. I'm just very happy, man, at the space we in right now with the show. You know, so we really going at a nice, consistent rate right now. I'm very interested to see what we're gonna do to finish out the year. I'm just happy where we at right now, man. Just very happy. I got people happy about the merch they received in the mail, putting it on, sending me pictures, making videos. It's just a great fucking space, man. It's a great time to be OGHatch, man. I'll be honest with you. Birthday coming up. I'm gonna try to put out an episode on my birthday. My birthday is on a Thursday, the day the episode comes out. So I probably will just record on Wednesday. So record Wednesday night as usual, put the episode out on my birthday. I may not give you guys a Saturday recording just because that would require me to record on Friday, and Friday is very, very busy. I plan on going bowling with the family, going to get a haircut, all types of shit. I plan on enjoying my Friday night, and Saturday I can't record just because I plan on going out of town for a little bit. So very, very booked and busy. Booked and busy head ass. But no, my birthday is next Thursday. I will be, my plan is to give you guys an episode for my birthday, just because who will try to miss that only lines up, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while. So I'll try to give you guys a birthday episode for your boy, episode 161, then take a little week off, come back that following Wednesday episode, record, and we back to motherfucking me already scheduled program. But with that being said, however the fuck I do it, we know there's gonna be great content coming your way, either motherfucking way. Episode 160, great episode. Thin line between genius and insanity, hosted by yours truly, OG Hatch. You know the fuck it is, man. Go playing with your motherfucking boy. Peace.
Welcome to Raw Is
OG! Guys, you know the fuck it is.
You dig?